दिवसहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरो मम पाहि गुरो ब्रवीमि संस्कृतं वाचा ध्यायामि संस्कृतं हृदा कुर्वे सेवां च कायेन वन्दे संस्कृतमातरं यो नरः संस्कृतव्योम्नि ह्यालयं रमते मुदा संस्कृतिं चैव संस्कारं विन्दते नात्र संशयः. Welcome you all for the first class of Tritiya, Paper1. For this course, there are two teachers. One Raghunandana are proficient in Sanskrit, completed Vidvat in Vyakarana Shastra, more than 15 years of experience in teaching Shlokas and Sanskrit, has been teaching all the 5 levels of exams of Sringeri Surasaraswathi Sabha for over a decade. One more teacher is Dr. Maheshwari. She has completed Acharya MA in Advaita Vedanta and completed PhD in Advaita Vedanta at the National Sanskrit University, Tirupati. Experience in teaching Sanskrit in Sambhashana Shibiras, Vargas, and schools. A member of linguist team of Vyoma family. To join the group, WhatsApp group, you can scan this QR code and you can join. If you need, I can wait for a minute. To join the classes, just log in with your credential and log in to sanskritfromhome.org website with your credentials, and I will show you how you can join. So if you log in with your credentials, here you can able to see the class. If the class is started by the teacher.
Mahodaya Suprabhadam, can you please send show that this thing to join join the group.
Okay, I will show.
Yes, Mahodaya. So we will be sharing the link after this through email. Also, we will share the link even after today's session. So you can join the group later as well. We will be sharing the link as well as the QR code also later, so that will help you to join. Yeah. Srinivas Mahodaya, we can proceed.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So as I said, so here we can join the classes if the teacher has started the class. And if you have any queries, you can raise the hand, or you can ask in the Q&A session. While answering or questioning to teacher, you can unmute and speak after your completion. After that, please mute and use headphones for better experience. You can join through PC, Android, or iOS devices. So as you all know, we have Android as well as for Apple devices, we have mobile application, sanskritfromhome.org. Through that, you can access all the facilities which that you get from the websites. So if you want to download, you can scan these QR codes and you can download.
Sir, can you please increase your mic volume? Sir, do you get me?
Yes, Mahodaya, I will try.
Can you please increase your mic volume?
Is I audible?
Yes, Srinidhi, I think you're audible.
Yes, yes.
Mahodaya, maybe please request if you can increase the volume of your speaker as well, because most of us are able to hear clearly. But still, I will ask, we will speak near the mic so that it will be better.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So, if you have any doubts regarding the subject, you can just mail or mail or just contact to the displayed number. And for the better experience, while attending the class, please close all the background tabs and applications that helps to attend the webinar or class very in conveniently. So thank you. Hand over to you. So,
धन्यवादाः श्रीनिधि महोदय. Okay. राम सर्वेभ्यः नमो नमः. सुप्रभातं व्याहरामः. First of all, we welcome you to this launch or the first class of SSS Tritiya, which is Surasaraswathi Sabha, the third level exam of the Sringeri Mutt, Prathama, Dvitiya, and now we are stepping into the next level, which is Tritiya. And in today's class, we will be giving you an overview of what we will be covering in Tritiya, in the first book especially, and what are the ground rules for the class, general instructions, and related information. So I request all of you to please stay on mute. We have some content which I will be presenting in few minutes. Once I provide the overview information, I will again ask for if there are any questions, and then we will be happy to answer your queries. So in that way, we will start. So basically, Maheshwari Bhagini and myself will be the teachers for this course, and both of us will share some of the ideas related to how the course will be happening and so on. Maheshwari Bhagini, you can also introduce quickly and state a few statements, and then we will start with the presentation.
Ram Sarvebhya. So we all know we are learning from Dvitiya together, and now we are in the third level, SSS Tritiya, first paper. So we will be learning all the lesson related things, and other than Shabdas and Dhatus and everything, we will be continue the Sanskrit language learning here. Dhanyawada.
Sure.
Namaste.
Dhanyawadaha. Namaste. Okay, I will now quickly start sharing the presentation, and we will quickly go over it. So we have done the prarthana, but still as an upacharika, I will also start with the prarthana. All of us know the shloka, we can tell it together. Gururev gatir gurumeva bhaje, gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave, na guroh paramam shishurasmi guroho, matirasti gurau mama pahi guro. With that prayer to our gurus, and with a request to the Guru Parampara to bestow us with the right knowledge. We will step into this journey. Sarvebhyah punaha hardam swagatam vyaharami. As we all remember, Sanskritam kathamasti, Sanskritam sulabhamasti, Sanskrit bhasha katham vartate, Sanskrit bhasha sarala bhasha, apicha aham Sanskritam avashyam pathami, vayam sarve Sanskritam avashyam pathamaha. There are a few ground rules to the class. Since it's an online class, we have to adhere to these rules for the best learning experience. Few of them which you already know, but this is just as a reminder, as this is our first class, we are trying to share these instructions here. Um, unless asked by the teacher, we request everyone to be on mute so that there will be no disturbance during the class or to the flow of the class. So by default, I would enable the unmute option during the doubt clarification session, or when I basically ask, or when some students raise their hands and so on. Currently also, I have updated the settings to disable unmuting for the time being until we cover the presentation. And video to be turned on only when requested, or if you are comfortable, you can share the video. There is no problem about it. But please ensure there is no background distractions when you are turning on the video. And also, please follow appropriate dress code for the class so that even if you're sharing the video, it will be fine and there should be no issues. Moving on, for whom is this course being planned? So for students who wish to learn Sanskritam through graded exams conducted by Sri Surasaraswathi Sabha Sringeri, that is those who have already completed Prathama, Dvitiya, it will be very much beneficial for them because they are learning in a methodical way from Prathama, Dvitiya and so on. But otherwise also who have acquired good basic knowledge of Sanskritam like SSS Prathama or Dvitiya and so on. Or if you have not taken these exams yet, but you have learned other exams from other boards like Samskrita Shri or even Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan or Aksharam or Samskrita Bharati, etc., are also welcome to attend these classes. Whoever wishes to learn in a systematic, syllabus-oriented way, for them, this course will be very beneficial. There are certain prerequisites for the class. This is to ensure you have understood the concepts which we will be using in the class right from maybe from the first class itself. So this would be helpful. One is completing SSS Prathama and Dvitiya that has been done through Vyoma. So because we would have discussed a few of the grammar concepts, etc., which will be making use in Tritiya. And Tritiya, as we know, it is there are two parts to it, or two papers. One is the first one, which we will be learning now, which is SSS Tritiya Paper 1. There is also another paper which is called Anuvada Pradipaha, and the course was already completed in the past, and you can go over the recordings and learn the Anuvada Pradipa portion, which is very important for Tritiya. So these two are the prerequisites. Even in case for some of the students who have joined today but haven't completed these prerequisites, it is still okay to at least start with Anuvada Pradipa in parallel to whatever we are learning with the first paper, which will be the live one. So Anuvada Pradipa would be very important. So I request everyone to make a note of this. And in the email that we would be sharing later today, with the link to the WhatsApp group and other details, we will also mention about this Anuvada Pradipa as the prerequisite. We request everyone to enroll to that particular course and learn it in your own pace so that your learning of the Tritiya through the live webinar will be much more meaningful and easy to understand. moving forward, there are certain objectives of the course, especially when we are looking into any exam oriented or certificate based courses. Here, especially with Surasaraswathi Sabha, to learn Sanskritam in a graded way, as structured and designed by the Pandits and the Vidwans from Sringeri. Extend your vocabulary and learn to build kind of longer, grammatically correct sentences. Samskritena lekhitum vaktum अपि च पठितुं समर्थाः यथा छात्राः भवेयुः तद्वत् अस्माभिः पाठ्यते अपि च तत्र पाठ्यक्रमः अपि तथा एव आयोजितः वर्तते. So learn the method of systematically analyzing and understanding the shlokas to probably four-step approach what we use in general, padacheda, anvaya, bhavartha, padapadartha and bhavartha in that format. Improve your fluency in reading and writing Sanskritam. Any language for that matter will have various aspects to it in the learning process. We also associate it with the skills of any language learning. For example, listening is a skill. LSRW is what we call. Speaking is the second skill. Reading and writing. So these are the four elementary or the primary skills for learning any language. Followed by that would be comprehension and composition, where if you are given a piece of information or a set of statements in any language, once you read it, what is that you are understanding? That is the comprehension part of it. Whether you are able to understand the meaning of it, whether you are able to understand and answer certain questions related to that passage or that particular set of statements. And the other skill is called composition, where whether if given any topic, will you be able to frame certain statements or write a few paragraphs about it. So that is called composition. Especially in the Sringeri tradition or in Surasaraswathi Sabha, we will be touching upon mostly on these aspects of reading, writing, composition and comprehension very much. Listening and speaking in Sanskritam would happen during the course of the class itself, because both of us would be teaching mostly in Sanskritam along with the help of English in bits and pieces at some times. Mostly the instructions also would be in Sanskritam most of the times, but since this is the first class and I'm explaining about the ground rules, etc., I'm keeping most of it in English. Param agre agami kakshasu tatra संस्कृतभाषया एव व्यवहारः अपि भविष्यति. तद्वारा अस्माकं श्रवणकौशलं तथैव सम्भाषणकौशलमपि वर्धते. एवं कुर्मः. Then there would be also a few questions related to taking up the exam, what will we be awarded with a certificate or not, etc. So since this is also coming up with an exam later, there will be a Sabha certificate that would be awarded once you have completed the exam. So Sabha would award certificates to all the students who would take up Tritiya. In this case, for example, for Prathama and Dvitiya, whichever exam you have taken up, and once you complete the exam, you would be awarded with this certificate. But also from Vyoma, there will be a course end evaluation which will be done. And once you have completed that assessment, you will also be given a certificate from the Vyoma Linguistics Labs side as well. So just to give more information about the exam, usually the exams would be conducted earlier. It used to be so the last Sunday of August, but now it has moved to the first Sunday of September and first Sunday of February. More or less, it will happen or during those days. And you can look into the details which is there in the Sabha website. I will also quickly guide through the Sabha website in a moment, where we will also be able to see how it will be. And you can register for the exam, and more instructions we will also provide towards the end of the course, how you can enroll for the exam and other details. But for now, just know vyoma-samskrta-pathasala or Sanskrit from home, through which you are attending this session, and Surasaraswathi Sabha. These two are independent bodies, independent organizations, and Sabha is the one which is conducting these certificate exams, and vyoma-samskrta-pathasala is basically a facilitator in your learning journey. So any questions related to the Sabha or the exam itself have to be addressed to the Sabha people or the Sabha point of contact. In case you have any questions or concerns or challenges in attending the classes or accessing the study material, etc., you can feel free to contact the Vyoma team or Sanskrit from home team from the website, from the email address, which is also mentioned in the footer of this slide, Sanskrit from home at vyomalabs.in, etc. Now, what is that you should be giving, or you should be committed or determined with, to ensure your learning journey will be successful? So here are a few basic um, principles which I would say are non-negotiables, that if you are following this, definitely you will be successful in your learning. First and the foremost thing is attend the classes regularly, except for a few days where you will not be able to attend for other priorities or uh, various difficulties or difficult situations. But I request if you can please attend the classes regularly. So this would be an opportunity where you can learn live through the live webinar, and you also get an opportunity to ask your questions right in the class. So that is something that will be very helpful in your learning journey. Once any lesson is completed, please ensure that you are revising these lessons, or whatever is the completed portion, you are revising them regularly. Revise the lessons regularly. We would be providing these slides and also the related materials for your exercises, etc. It will be all available in the printed format, or basically in the PDF format. But we highly recommend if you can maintain your own handwritten notes. So the benefit of it cannot be explained much, because only you will realize how helpful it will be for you to revise and also to write in the exam, because the habit of writing is somewhat getting lost in because of the technological intervention, I would call it that way. So kindly maintain your own handwritten notes. That will really help you for your preparations. Practice the shabdas, dhatu rupas, stotras, or subhashitani, whichever is there for the kantapatha or the memorization in a regular basis. Mostly, if you do it on a daily basis, it will be very beneficial. And there would be certain classwork and also homework that we would be providing. And kindly ensure you're doing those diligently so that your learning will be better. And very important, ask doubts or questions related to the lessons taught in the class once the opportunity is given. So do not hesitate, do not think whether this question is right or wrong. You please ask the question, and depending on the relevance related to the class, we will try to answer it during the class itself, or if it is something beyond whatever we have covered, or what is being taught, then we would probably answer it separately later. And it is not that you should ask questions only during these classes. We will be also having separate dedicated doubt clarification sessions, which we will be also announcing, and we will be sharing the details of it. So during those sessions also you can join and ask your doubts, or also you can write an email if you have any specific questions. So we would also answer it through the email. So there are a few etiquettes when you send the email. I will just quickly share that as well in a moment. And here is my request to you all. So to make this class more interactive, we will be providing ample opportunities to everyone to participate. So to repeat after the teacher, repeat after us. So maybe with respect to the shlokas, we will repeat, we will say once, and we request some of the students to repeat after. There will be a few questions that will be asked, and you will be also granted an access to answer those questions. chant the shlokas, chant the Shabda Rupas or Dhatu Rupas, and ask any questions or doubts that you may have. So kindly be attentive with both audio and video settings available so that you can interact whenever an opportunity comes. So those who are willing to participate, we request you to kindly raise your hands. So if you see in the meeting, you will be able to see if you click on the participants list or even on the icon, you will be able to see there is something called a raise hand button. So kindly do that so that we will know, okay, there are a few students who are interested who can probably answer this question or participate in the exercise that we are doing, etc. So kindly ensure you are well connected, you are in a place where there is no much of a background noise, so that there is no disturbance when we are speaking and when you are unmuted. So these are some of the ground rules and requests that we are putting forward to you all, so that we can make the best use of these classes to ensure that your learning journey is very successful. Now coming to the textbook for the course itself. Um, so this is a smaller book compared to your Prathama and Dvitiya, which you have completed, which is the new syllabus, but this is the existing syllabus of Tritiya. So there are two books, as I mentioned already. So this is the first book, which is Samskrita Bhasha Deepika 3 or Tritiya. This is how the book would look. This is the book that you have to purchase so that you can refer to the lessons, exercises, and practice, and so on. To obtain your textbooks, you can contact the Sabha directly, or if you are residing in Bangalore, or if you have someone, your relatives or someone in Bangalore, you can also request them to approach the Sabha office, which is there next to Shankar Mutt in Baswangudi or Shankarpuram, basically. So you can visit there, also get the darshanam of Shankaracharya and Sharadamba, and then also purchase the book and related materials that you may need. So if people are staying outside of Bangalore, you may please contact the Sabha and request for couriering the textbook. So because of the logistic challenges, there may be delays in dispatching the textbook. So do not worry and do not panic. Uh, we would have covered all of the contents of the textbook through our slides, but in a different format, I would say. So for your learning, on from the day one, the textbook may not be necessary, but it is always a good practice to have the textbook so that you can prepare well for the exam. Now, let us get into the overview of the textbook. But before that, before moving or proceeding ahead, I will now give an opportunity to ask any questions you may have so far related to how you have to be prepared for attending these lessons or the general um, topics which I spoke. In case you have any questions, I request you to please raise your hand so that we can look into it. Okay, so Sachit Mahodaya, you can please ask your question.
Will you be translating the sentences which are given in the chapter for us into English?
Okay, yeah, thanks for the question. So I would say we will not be doing it 100% in the class. So our target would be to teach Sanskritam through Sanskritam in most of the times, and also to translate wherever there is difficulties in understanding, etc. But as a part of the study materials that we would be providing to you, the translations also will be available, which you can later on try to do the translation and refer to the translation that is provided, so that your translation skills also will be improved. So we will do it in that format. Hope that answers your question. Jyotsna Bhagini, you can ask your question.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Two questions.
Yeah.
Can we take the exam if I, without having attended the prior two sessions? Can I take this exam directly?
Okay. So for the first question, yes, you can probably take the exam if you are aware of the grammar concepts and other things, maybe through other exams, or you might have studied Prathama Dvitiya
Yeah,
but not taken the
provided
exam.
we are ready
Either
for
way,
it.
yes, if
Okay.
you're capable of it, there's no problem, because eligibility criteria is there for Tritiya, at least that there should be certain age, at least you should have taken up Sanskritam, and there are a
Hmm.
few things. But if you're comfortable in understanding the contents, you can take up the exam.
Okay, but not that we have to take the related exam as a prerequisite.
Yeah, but at least you should know the grammar concepts that has been
Knowing, okay,
covered in those
right.
portions in Prathama and Dvitiya.
Okay,
Yes.
second question, how much do we need the textbook if we do not get our hand on it? Are the slides and classes enough?
Yes, as I mentioned, most likely we would have covered everything that is there in the textbook through the slides.
Hmm.
So, for your from say exam point of view, yes, you should be able to. Uh, these contents should be sufficient, but
Okay,
still, you would miss that. What to say? So basically, the way when you keep a textbook and learn for an exam, so that
true,
is what would be missed, because
understood.
the flow of thoughts also will be different in the slides. For example, we will be having the lesson, then also we'll be having some Shabda Rupa, Dhatu Rupa,
Yes,
which will not be the order in which it would have been provided in the textbook. So there will
understood.
be differences in the way,
Huh.
but content wise, we would be covering whatever is there in the textbook. So
Okay,
you can
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
take a call on that. Yeah,
Yeah, ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
sure. Dhanyawadaha. Next, Adityan Mahodaya, you can ask your question.
Prabhanam ji,
Namaste.
uh, these lessons, for example, the slides which we are showing today and we are discussing,
Right.
will this be accessible afterwards also, including today's session?
Yes, definitely. This will be accessible later as well. So, as Shrindri Mahodaya was explaining of how to join the class, or even once you log in to Sanskrit from Home website, you would be directed to your study materials section also. Or once you click on the course, you'll be able to see the study materials. I think also Maheshwari Bhagini will quickly show where the slides, videos, and other things will be available. Maybe in some time, so that will help you know how to access these slides. Usually it would take a day's time to upload the video, audio, and also the slides, etc., because we will be relying on many volunteers to do these. So after our class, so we have our classes on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So at least you can expect Monday's class to be available by somewhere mid of Tuesday or something. We'll try to upload it as early as possible, but kindly have some patience, because sometimes we may not get volunteers to immediately do some of the tasks, so there could be some delay. So apart from that, you should be able to access all the materials, even the slides and the recording of today's class as well.
Second question, is it accessible on WhatsApp also? For example, our homework, will we need to submit it using a mail or a WhatsApp? What
Mm,
is the method of submission?
okay.
Is there
So
information to be shared on this later?
yeah, we'll be sharing the details as and when we would be providing or giving the homework, etc. But in general, through WhatsApp, we will not be sharing any of these slides or links or
Fine.
anything in general, because the official mode of communication will be through our website and through the study material section in the website. WhatsApp can be used to at most maybe discuss among the students, if in case you have some topics to discuss or anything like that. And WhatsApp will also not be the primary mode through which doubt clarification will happen. So it is just a means, or basically a community where all of us are there together for any specific instructions or information to be passed on. But that will not be a primary source where the doubt clarification or anything related to the course content will happen there. Yeah.
Dhanyosmi Guruji.
Astu. Dhanyawadaha Mahodaya. Thank you. Next, we will probably take two more questions, and we will continue with the overview, and then we will again ask, come back for the Q&A. So next person is Rajini Bhagini.
Namaste, Mahodaya. I want to
Namaste.
know if this textbook is the same that was printed earlier, because I've got an older version.
Yes,
So, or
yes.
is this
For
a new syllabus?
no, Tritiya is the same syllabus. I think the cover page may look a bit different, but the content-wise, it will be the same. I think you can quickly cross-verify that, because I will be showing now the overview of the textbook, where I'll
Okay.
be saying what all lessons are there, and you can get that clarity.
Okay. Thank you, boss.
Sure.
No.
Dhanyawadaha. Okay. And last question for that moment, Pratima Bhagini.
Namo Namah, sir.
Namaste.
I have attended your earlier classes. I'm so glad to come back to this course. Thank you so much for the group. I am just curious, when we saw you last time and you are looking very different, are you having some sadhana or something? I'm very happy to see you. So I'm just curious.
Okay. Uh, sure. Nothing. So basically, I'm on Diksha for this 1 year. That's it. So nothing else. So Dhanyawadaha, that I'm happy that you are coming back after learning from Prathama and Dvitiya and so on. So please keep continuing, and so wish you all the best. Sure. Dhanyawadaha. So then we will proceed currently on the overview of the textbook, and then again we'll come back to the other questions which may be pending at this point in time. Okay. So now coming to the overview of the textbook, we have close to around 12 to 13 lessons. I will just quickly give a brief overview of what are these contents and so on. So first one is the first lesson, which is Prathamaha Pataha Stotrani iti bhavati. Tanmadhye tatra Ganeshasya वाग्देव्याः अथवा सरस्वत्याः विष्णोः तथैव शिवस्य स्तोत्राणि वर्तन्ते. कण्ठपाठार्थं अयं भागः दर्शितः वर्तते. So we have to memorize these shlokas, very beautiful shlokas on Ganesha, Saraswati, Vishnu and Shiva. In the second lesson, we will be learning about one incident that proves Kalidasa's intelligence in a very short anecdote kind of lesson, a short lesson, a small lesson on Kalidasa. तृतीयः पाठः वर्तते विक्रमस्य औदार्यं. राजा विक्रमः वर्तते, तस्य उदारस्वभावः कथमासीत् इति ज्ञातुं शक्नुमः. So this is just a story narrating an incident that showcases the generosity of King Vikrama. Next we have Ahara Shuddhau Sattva Shuddhihi, a lesson through a story which narrates the effect of our environment on our behavior, how we grow, etc., through a beautiful story of two parrots. So we'll be learning that. Panchame Pathe Ekalavyasya Guru Bhaktihi Vartate. So incident depicting Ekalavya's Guru Bhakti. Shashtha Pathaha Pativratayaha Mahatmyam iti. A story expressing the greatness of a Pativrata. सप्तमे पाठे विकत्थनस्य मल्लस्य कथा इति वर्तते. Vikathana is the name of a wrestler, and his wittiness, how smart he was, is what we'll be learning in this particular lesson or in this particular story. Agre Ashtame Pathe Srimad Shankara Bhagavadpadaनां जीवनचरित्रे केचन विषयान् पठामः. A short biography on Sri Shankaracharya or of Sri Shankaracharya. In the 9th lesson, there's also a moral story that is on a Brahmanaha Sarpascha, a story of Haridatta Brahmana and the serpent. Moving forward, in the 10th lesson, we have Subhashitani, which are the precious gems of wisdom. Sushtu Bhashitam is Subhashitam, Sarve Jananti. So these are also the portion that has to be memorized. Ekadashe Pathe Brahmastavaha iti. These are a few verses praising Lord Brahma. That is what is Brahmastavaha. And this has been chosen from one of the Mahakavyas of Kalidasa. When we go into the lesson, we will also see about it and understand about it. And in the 12th Patha, we have Ramodante Sundara Kandaha. So from the story of Ramayana, we have something related to Sundarakanda. From the Sundarakanda portion, we have a few shlokas which has to be memorized. Then we have Trayodashe Pathe Panchatantra Kathamukham. What was the need for writing a grantha like Panchatantra? Story outlining why Panchatantra was introduced or how it came into existence and so on. Followed by that, we have one story coming from the Panchatantra itself, which is Chitragriva Katha, a story about Chitragriva, which is a story from Panchatantra. And in the 15th lesson, we have Vyakarana Vishesha or Vyakarana Vibhaga, more on the grammar portions. Basically, we will be working on the Visarga Sandhi and Vyanjana Sandhi to a certain extent. If you remember now, from Prathama and Dvitiya, we have covered some of the Sandhis. So all those will be very much essential. So my request is please revise the Swara Sandhis that we have learned, and also to a certain extent some of the other Vyanjana Sandhis that we have learned in the previous classes. That will be very helpful to build upon the further concepts through Visarga Sandhi and Vyanjana Sandhi. Next, we have Sukti Ratnani, or good sayings, basically, or popular sayings. These has to be also memorized. And these are short statements that give enormous meaning, and based on the situation, how we can actually learn from it or make use of it. And then the last one is basically the Shanti Mantra. It is not any part of the syllabus per se for the exam, but this is how the textbook is kind of structured. So overall, we have around 16 lessons, of which mainly we have around 4 lessons which are on the poetry, the Stotrani, Subhashitani, then Brahmastavaha, and also the Ramodante Sundarakanda. So these are on the poetry portion, and the remaining are on the prose, which is short lessons, as we have seen in Prathama and Dvitiya. And some of the other elements like grammar aspects which are there in each and every lesson. There are also Vyakarana Visheshaha, like we would have learned in Prathama and Dvitiya, like whenever we use Saha, Sakam, Sardham, Samam, we will have to use Tritiya Vibhaktihi, and so on. So those will also be covered. Apart from that, there are few places where we touch upon the Amara Panktis, Amara Koshasya Panktayah api Pathamaha, though it is not evidently prescribed or there in the existing textbook, but that is very essential because that is how we will be improving our vocabulary in Sanskritam. So this is the overview of the textbook. Now I will again open up for the question and answer, and also there are a few remaining questions from the previous time, so we will just address them. And in case if there are any new questions, you please feel free to raise your hands. I will give you a chance to unmute yourself and speak. Vijaya Kumar Mohodaya.
Namaste Mohodaya. I have been benefited from earlier classes of Dvitiya and all the recorded versions. I could complete the exams also. Some Bhagani was asking for the textbooks, I think. If any WhatsApp group is formed, I got the soft copy PDF files, I can post them so that they can take a printout and read it till arrival of the form printed textbooks from the Sabha.
Sure. Dhanyawadaha Mohodaya for that. So I think the WhatsApp group is there. We will also check if we can actually do share the soft copy in that way. I will just check also, and if it is fine, I will probably request you so that you can share that. So that will be beneficial to the students. Otherwise, also, yes, I think once you maybe get in touch with the Sabha, you may probably receive the textbook in a week to 10 days time usually. So that also should work out. We will definitely do that. Dhanyawadaha for volunteering to help in this way. Thank you. Janardhan Mohodaya, you can ask your question.
Namaste Mohodaya. I have two questions. One is, you said that the prescribed textbook is Samskrita Bhasha Deepika 3.
Correct.
Is there any other textbook other than this, or only one textbook? That is the first question. Second one is about registration for the examination. And in one of your slide, you mentioned that it will take 3 to 4 weeks to release something. So can you just elaborate on that? Whether we can do the registration online? That is also I require a clarification.
Okay, sure. For the two questions. So first question, yes, for Tritiya, there are two textbooks. One is this one, whatever, Samskrita Bhasha Deepika 3, which is Tritiya. The other textbook for this is the Anuvada Pradipaha 1. So that is the prerequisite for Tritiya course as well. So that is another textbook that you will have to take. So there will be 2 papers for Tritiya. So that answers the first question. For the second one, do not worry about registering for the exam because we have started the batch now. So towards probably somewhere around July timeframe, maybe 2 to 3 months from now, I will provide you more instructions of how to register and other relevant information. So currently also the Prathama and Dvitiya online examinations are already available. But for Tritiya, they are also working on creating it. So there may be a delay in that, but do not worry about it. So I shall share all the relevant information related to the exam as we proceed towards mostly towards the end of the course. And at that point in time, you can register. So we will provide all the needed information for it. Hope that answers both your questions. Yeah. Dhanyawadaha. Shrihit Mahodaya.
Namaste, Mahodaya sir. I had to ask whether the exams for the Tritiya level will be online or offline.
Okay, so we shall provide more details about it. So do not worry about the exam part as of now. Okay, so we are working with the Sabha also, and we will provide more details about it. We will first focus on our studying for the exam or for studying the syllabus, and the specific exam related information will follow. Yeah. Dhanyawadaha. Rashmi Bhagini, you can ask your question.
Namaskaraha, Mahodaya.
Namaste.
So are you also having a course for the Anuvada
Yes.
Anuvada Pradipaha?
Yes, that is there. Yes, Anuvada Pradipaha, there is a course which is already there, which has been completed, and you can enroll and refer to the videos and learn from it. So I will now also request Maheshwari Bhagini to quickly show where to find Anuvada Pradipa course. Along with that, also how to access the current course materials for Tritiya. So both of these, Maheshwari Bhagini will quickly show a quick demo of how to access these. And after that, we shall proceed with at least the first lesson of the Stotrani to practice. So Maheshwari Bhagini, कृपया screen share कृत्वा तत्र दर्शयन्तु.
Mahodaya, I am also not part of the WhatsApp group, so would you add me there? I will message my number.
Sure. I think already they have shared the link in the chat. So maybe you can see that and do it. Otherwise, also later, we will be sending out an email where we will be giving the link to the WhatsApp group and the link to the Anuvada Pradipa course as well. So that you can definitely refer and join. In case if there is some challenge that you face in the consequent class, which is we will be having this class on every alternate day. So you can just bring it to our notice and we will do the needful.
Dhanyawadaha.
Sure. Maheshwari Bhagini, you can take over.
Ram. So this is the, when you log in to your, with your ID, this is the dashboard what you see. Once you click on the Tritiya course page, if you have registered or enrolled for the Tritiya course, then it will show as like this. And here you can access the content once we upload the content here, and you will get the video, audio, and the PDF material of the same class. So this is regarding SSS Tritiya. So how to log in or how to enroll for the SSS Tritiya Anuvada Pradipa, which is the second paper. So how you have to log in means just go to search and type Anuvada Pradipa. Anyway, we'll provide the link also. So this is the course Anuvada Pradipa, which has taken by Usharani Sanka Bhagini. So you can enroll here. This is the Anuvada Pradipa 1, paper 2 of SSS Tritiya.
Bhagini, may I request if you can just click on enroll for now, enroll for free, and also show the course page how it will look. So it is a very simple process. All of us, we can just click on enroll for free, and then as soon as you click on access now, you'll be immediately redirected to this page where you can see how to access these course material. In the same way, we'll also be having for Tritiya paper 1, the current course that will be ongoing. In this way, if you see lesson 1, lesson 2, etc., this is how it will be mentioned. And when you click on any lesson for that matter, lesson 14, for example, you can see there is a video and a presentation. In the same way, we'll be also having for our Tritiya paper 1 course as well. So you can refer to this and start learning from here so that you will be able to do this in parallel, because this is kind of a prerequisite for what we'll be learning in the first paper also. So some of the material, some of the contents like the grammar, the translation, etc., will be really helpful if you are kind of started with Anuvada Pradipa. Okay, so if there are any further questions, please raise your hand. So to raise hand, if you're connecting from your phone or from any device, say iPad or even laptop, you can see that you will be able to see raise hand if you click on participants icon. So there you can see raise hand. Sometimes it will be also available directly on the icons list that you see. So in case if someone is unable to raise hand and if you face some difficulty there, you can as well put a message in the chat, so then we will will unmute you. Okay. Astu. So okay, Nalini Bhagini, you can ask your question.
Mahodaya. Namaskar, Mahodaya.
Namaskar.
This is the first time I'm joining this website and the class. I wanted to know that Anuvada means there's only translation techniques. Huh?
Yes, Anuvada Pradeepa book has various lessons. One is mainly focusing on the translation. Along with that, there are also certain lessons related to writing essays, essay writing, and also some of the other Kriyapada, Dhatu work, and so on. So, Anuvada Pradeepa is the name of the book, mainly which gives you all the required information and knowledge so that you can translate well. So that is how the name of the book is. But it is not just translations, but there are a lot of grammar content in it that will be helpful.
It is a book, or you're showing some recordings. It is you have
Yeah.
separate books for that.
So that's what from the Sabha this book is published. So because this is the Tritiya exam has 2 papers, so it has a textbook also. But we have also conducted this course earlier, and hence we are saying kindly go through that course as a prerequisite for Tritiya.
Because I'm joining directly. I've not done the earlier exams. The first time joining to the third one, so I have to go through that Anuvada
Correct.
recordings.
Yes.
That will be better for me.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Dhanyawad.
That's right.
Dhanyawad.
Dhanyawadaha. Astu, last question for now, Geeta Bhagini.
Hari Om Mahoday. I have a question which actually a part of it was asked by one of the Mahodayas and you answered it all right. You
Okay.
said for the books we have to contact the Sabha, and there was also a suggestion if there is a soft copy whether you could display it so that some people can download it and take a printout. In case by any chance a soft copy is not available, could you please provide us the contact number or some contact so that we can contact the Sabha and get the book, Mohoday?
Yes, so already in the slide that I had shared earlier, the contact information of is available for which you can refer to, and also the details of the Sabha is also available in our course page as well. So if you go down in the course page, you'll be able to see that. So for example, yeah, okay. And also here also, I have mentioned the contact number and the email address, and these slides will be uploaded in the course page soon. So you can refer from there as well.
So it will be available in the course page. So that shouldn't be,
Yes.
that shouldn't be a problem for us. Yes,
Yes.
Mahoday, Dhanyavada, Shubhodayam.
Sure, Dhanyavadaha. Okay, so if, is there any other okay. Okay, so I think there are no other specific questions. So do not worry. I think if you some of you said like 16 and 17 chapters are not there in the older edition. No, I think it is just the way we have just put it across. So I think whatever book you have is the same book that we can continue to use. Sure. Okay, so then with that we will then quickly start with at least the first lesson, which is the Shloka or which is the Stotrani. So we will start with that. Okay. Punaha sarvebhyah swagatam vyaharaami. Prathamapathah stotrani. Kantapathah karaniyah. As we have already told, we have to memorize these shlokas. Now I request the students to please raise your hand who can repeat after me. There are beautiful shlokas that we will try to learn in today's class. So please raise your hand and feel free to repeat after me. I will be telling once, and the request is to repeat twice. During this time, I request everyone, all the other students also to repeat loudly. Okay, after you hear my voice, please repeat loudly. Even though there may be only one student who may be repeating it in the unmute way, but I request everyone also to do it at your own place. Okay. Prema Bhagini, please repeat after me. The first shloka is on Ganesha. It's a very popular shloka, which is also evidently the Dhyana shloka of whenever we do the Ramayana Parayana. So this is the first shloka. We will recite this. Vagishadhyaha
Vagishadhyaha
Sumanasaha
Sumanasaha
Sarvarthanam
Sarvarthanam
Upakrame
Upakrame
Yannatva
Yannatva
Kritakrityaha
Kritakrityaha
Syuhu
Syuhu
Tannamami
Tannamami
Gajananam.
Gajananam
Dhanyavadaha Bhagini. Bhuvaneshwari Bhagini. Vagishadhya Sumanasaha
वागीशाद्याः सुमनसः वागीशाद्याः सुमनसः.
When we tell it together, there will be a sandhi that occurs. Basically, the visarga will also change to the sakara. So we will be learning the technicalities later during the visarga sandhi lesson. So it will change to Vagishadhya Sumanasaha Dvitva. There will be two sakaras that you can imagine here instead of a visarga. Vagishadhya Sumanasaha
वागीशाद्याः सुमनसः वागीशाद्याः सुमनसः
Sarvarthanamupakrame
सर्वार्थानामुपक्रमे सर्वार्थानामुपक्रमे
यन्नत्वा कृतकृत्याः स्युः
यन्नत्वा कृतकृत्याः स्युः यन्नत्वा कृतकृत्याः स्युः
तन्नमामि गजाननम्
तन्नमामि गजाननम् तन्नमामि गजाननम्
धन्यवादाः. Well recited.
धन्यवादः.
Astu, I will just recite this shloka once fully and then we'll go to the next shloka. Here, wherever I have underlined, there will be a sandhi that occurs, and though it is yam natva, because this letter is nakara, this also will sound yan natva. Similarly, tan namami, etc. So that is why it is underlined. वागीशाद्याः सुमनसः सर्वार्थानामुपक्रमे यन्नत्वा कृतकृत्याः स्युः तन्नमामि गजाननम्. We'll go to the second shloka on Saraswati. Jyotsna Bhagini. दोर्भिर्युक्ता चतुर्भिः
दोर्भिर्युक्ता चतुर्भिः दोर्भिर्युक्ता चतुर्भिः
स्फटिकमणिमयीम्
स्फटिकमणिमयीम् स्फटिकमणिमयीम्
अक्षमालान् दधाना
अक्षमालान् दधाना अक्षमालान् दधाना
हस्ते नैकेन पद्मम्
हस्ते नैकेन पद्मम् हस्ते नैकेन पद्मम्
सितमपि च शुकम्
सितमपि च शुकम् सितमपि च शुकम्
पुस्तकञ्चापरेण
पुस्तकञ्चापरेण पुस्तकञ्चापरेण
भासा कुन्देन्दु
भासा कुन्देन्दु भासा कुन्देन्दु
शङ्खस्फटिकमणिनिभा
शङ्खस्फटिकमणिनिभा शङ्खस्फटिकमणिनिभा
भासमाना समाना
भासमाना समाना भासमाना समाना
सा मे वाग्देवतेयम्
सा मे वाग्देवतेयम् सा मे वाग्देवतेयम्
निवसतु वदने
निवसतु वदने निवसतु वदने
सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना
सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना.
धन्यवादाः भगिनी. Well recited. Ujjwal Mahodaya.
नमो नमः.
नमस्ते. दोर्भिर्युक्ता चतुर्भिः
दोर्भिर्युक्ता चतुर्भिः दोर्भिर्युक्ता चतुर्भिः
स्फटिकमणिमयीमक्षमालान् दधाना
स्फटिकमणिमयीमक्षमालान् दधाना स्फटिकमणिमयीमक्षमालान् दधाना
हस्ते नैकेन पद्मम्
हस्ते नैकेन पद्मम् हस्ते नैकेन पद्मम्
सितमपि च शुकम् पुस्तकञ्चापरेण
सितमपि च शुकं पुस्तकञ्चापरेण सितमपि च शुकं पुस्तकञ्चापरेण
भासा कुन्देन्दुशङ्खस्फटिकमणिनिभा
भासा कुन्देन्दुशङ्खस्फटिकमणिनिभा भासा कुन्देन्दुशङ्खस्फटिकमणिनिभा
भासमाना समाना
भासमाना समाना भासमाना समाना
सा मे वाग्देवतेयम्
सा मे वाग्देवतेयम् सा मे वाग्देवतेयम्
निवसतु वदने सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना
निवसतु वदने सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना निवसतु वदने सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना.
Dhanyavadaha. Well recited.
धन्यवाद.
I shall now recite the full shloka. दोर्भिर्युक्ता चतुर्भिः स्फटिकमणिमयीमक्षमालां दधाना हस्ते नैकेन पद्मं सितमपि च शुकं पुस्तकं चापरेण भासा कुन्देन्दुशङ्खस्फटिकमणिनिभा भासमाना समाना सा मे वाग्देवतेयं निवसतु वदने सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना. Going to the next shloka, which is a very popular shloka, which is also the dhyana shloka, which is recited during the Vishnu Sahasranama Parayanam. Also, sometimes in Bhagavad Gita, also this is mentioned as one of the dhyana shlokas in some of the traditions. This is the shloka on Vishnu. Janardana Mahodaya. Shantaakaram bhujagashyanam
शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं
Padmanabham Suresham
पद्मनाभं सुरेशं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं
Vishwadharang Gaganasadrisham
विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं
Meghavarnam Shubhangam
मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं
Lakshmikantam Kamalanayanam
लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं
Yogibhirdhyanagamyam
योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं
Bha is Mahaprana. Vande Vishnum Bhavabhayaharam
वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं
Sarvalokaikanaatham.
सर्वलोकैकनाथं सर्वलोकैकनाथं.
Dhanyavadaha. Though this, since it is a popular shloka, the tune in which we recite this may differ from one learning to another, but we will follow the tune which I used because it is a simple one which everyone will be able to follow it. Amita Bhagini. Shantakaram bhujagashayanam padmanabham suresham
शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं
Vishwadharang Gaganasadrisham Meghavarnam Shubhangam
विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गम्
Lakshmikantam Kamalanayanayogibhirdhyanagamyam
लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनै योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनै योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यम्
Vande Vishnum Bhavabhayaharam Sarvalokaikanaatham
वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्.
Dhanyavadaha. Shantakaram bhujagashayanam padmanabham suresham विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्. There may be a partha Veda in some of the readings that you may have seen. Yogi Hridhyanagamyam, Yogi Bhirdhyanagamyam, both are possible, but this is what is there in the textbook and mostly also followed. So just for your information. We'll go to the last shloka. Geeta Bhagini.
Astu Mahoday.
Adhyayamita tejase.
आध्यायामित तेजसे आध्यायामित तेजसे.
Here Dhya is basically
not Mahaprana.
not
Alpa
Mahaprana,
Prana.
it is an Alpa Prana.
Yes, yes, yes.
Adhyayamita tejase.
आध्यायामित तेजसे आध्यायामित तेजसे.
श्रुतिपदैः
श्रुतिपदैः श्रुतिपदैः.
वेद्याय
वेद्याय वेद्याय.
साध्यायते
साध्यायते साध्यायते.
विद्यानन्दमयात्मने
विद्यानन्दमयात्मने विद्यानन्दमयात्मने.
त्रिजगतः
त्रिजगतः त्रिजगतः.
संरक्षणोद्योगिने
संरक्षणोद्योगिने संरक्षणोद्योगिने.
ध्येयायाखिलयोगिभिः
ध्येयायाखिलयोगिभिः ध्येयायाखिलयोगिभिः.
सुरगणैः
सुरगणैः सुरगणैः.
गेयाय मायाविने
गेयाय मायाविने गेयाय मायाविने.
सम्यक् ताण्डवसम्भ्रमाय
सम्यक् ताण्डवसम्भ्रमाय सम्यक् ताण्डवसम्भ्रमाय.
जटिने
जटिने जटिने.
सेयन्नतिशम्भवे
सेयन्नतिः शम्भवे सेयन्नतिः शम्भवे.
धन्यवादाः. Well recited. Annapurna Bhagini. आद्यायामित तेजसे. Annapurna Bhagini, you can unmute yourself. Okay. Rashmi Bhagini.
आध्यायामित तेजसे आध्यायामित तेजसे.
श्रुतिपदैर्वेद्याय साध्यायते
श्रुतिपदैवेद्याय साध्यायाते.
Pay attention and tell it slowly. श्रुतिपदैर्वेद्याय
श्रुतिपदैर्वेद्याय श्रुतिपदैर्वेद्याय.
There is no dirgha on ya. Vedyaya is sufficient. Sadhyayate
साध्यायते साध्यायते.
Vidyanandamayatmane
विद्यानन्दमयात्मने विद्यानन्दमयात्मने.
त्रिजगतः
त्रिजगतः त्रिजगतः.
संरक्षणोद्योगिने
संरक्षणोद्योगिने संरक्षणोद्योगिने.
ध्येयायाखिलयोगिभिः
ध्येयायाखिलयोगिभिः ध्येयायाखिलयोगिभिः.
सुरगणैर्गेयाय
सुरगणैर्गेयाय सुर
Suraganair.
Suraganairyaya. Suraganairgyaya.
Geyaya. Suraganair geyaya.
Suraganairgyaya. Suraganairgyaya.
Mayavine.
Mayavine. Mayavine.
Samyak Tandava Sambramaya Jatine.
Samyak Tandava Sambramaya Jatine. Samyak Tandava Sambramaya Jatine.
Seyannati Shambhave.
Seyamnati Shambhave. Seyamnati Shambhave.
Dhanyavadaha. Well recited. आद्यायामित तेजसे श्रुतिपदैः वेद्याय साध्यायते विद्यानन्दमयात्मने त्रिजगतः संरक्षणोद्योगिने ध्येयायाखिलयोगिभिः सुरगणैः गेयाय मायाविने सम्यक् ताण्डवसम्भ्रमाय जटिने सेयन्नतिः शम्भवे. So these are the four stotras that we have to memorize. So we have learned to recite these shlokas today. I will now recite all the four shlokas together, so you can all listen to it and also later on to the recording and practice it. We shall be also learning and reciting these in the upcoming classes. So I'll quickly recite the four shlokas that we have learned now. वागीशाद्याः सुमनसः सर्वार्थानामुपक्रमे यन्नत्वा कृतकृत्याः स्युः तन्नमामि गजाननम् दोर्भिर्युक्ता चतुर्भिः स्फटिकमणिमयीमक्षमालां दधाना हस्ते नैकेन पद्मं सितमपि च शुकं पुस्तकं चापरेण भासा कुन्देन्दुशङ्खस्फटिकमणिनिभा भासमाना समाना सा मे वाग्देवतेयं निवसतु वदने सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम् आद्यायामित तेजसे श्रुतिपदैः वेद्याय साध्यायते विद्यानन्दमयात्मने त्रिजगतः संरक्षणोद्योगिने ध्येयायाखिलयोगिभिः सुरगणैः गेयाय मायाविने सम्यक् ताण्डवसम्भ्रमाय जटिने सेयन्नतिः शम्भवे. With that, we shall conclude today's class. In case if you have any questions, any specific feedback or any doubts, please write an email to us. So keep in the subject line SSS 03, that is the Tritiya batch. So SSS 03 and whatever subject you want to put. Here are our email addresses: raghu.vyoma@gmail.com and maheshwari.vyoma@gmail.com. And also you can write the email to sanskritfromhome@vyomalabs.in. To any of these, please write an email if you have any questions and we will be happy to answer them. Punaha Shukravasare Milamaha. Please practice these shlokas that we have learned today. The recording and the slides will be uploaded soon. Maybe by tomorrow it will be all available. You can refer to it and practice. With that, we shall conclude today's session. Sarvebhyaha Ram 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 Dhanyavadaha. Punaha Milamaha. Ram Ram Ram.